So this is another short presentation. This is about reflection. And the basic two questions of reflection are, what have I learned? And what evidence can I present to demonstrate that? So we're going to talk about the two reflections that I'm asking you to do for at the end of the course for the magazine project and then for your own individual reflection. We're going to talk about the specifics for each, but then remember that the main thing you're asking is, what have I learned and what evidence can I present to demonstrate that? Okay, so the first reflection is a group reflection, and it is the editor's note that goes in your magazine. So you can find more information about this editor's note on the Weebly site that my colleague Katie Lewis has created for the magazine project. So the main considerations of this group reflection, the editor's note, are these. What pieces did you choose and why? What do they show us? And what can we see about your group's concerns and interests? Then what did you discover about the research and revision processes? And finally, what's strong about your magazine and what could be stronger? Just a note about that. Sometimes I think we think with reflection we should only present the most positive and most glowing aspects of our own work. But it's actually, I think, a sign of intellectual strength to show that you're aware of what where there's more work to do and where you could make your work stronger. Everybody understands that you can't do everything in the amount of time that a semester gives us, and so when you show us that you know what could be stronger, that is a sign of intellectual strength. So don't hesitate to show us that at the same time you're showing us what is strong about your work. And again, just remember that if you want more details about this reflection, you should go to this page, the groupmag.weebly.com/reflections. Okay, now for the second reflection, it's an individual course reflection, and it's called On Communicating and Collaborating. Okay, so in this reflection, you, as an individual, think about your work, and it's a hypertext reflection, which means that you're going to embed links to your work. Yeah, that's really exciting to see that. You're going to embed links to your work on the magazine as a form of evidence. At your reflective essay, you will create links back to the work that you put on the magazine. Those links will essentially be a kind of evidence of what you've learned that will demonstrate the points you're making about your writing. Now, so there are some things that we also want you to focus on in this individual course reflection. So these are the considerations. You should reflect on your perspective about your issue over time. What changed? How did writing about the issue, using the genres, rethinking the rhetorical situation, doing more research, etc. How did that change your perspective about your issue over time? And then reflect on your revision and adaptation and design processes. What did you think about? What led you to make the choices you did? Again, how did that perspective change over time as you learned more and got more experience? And then finally, we want you to conclude by giving advice to future English 2010 students. Be as specific as possible. Tell the future English 2010 students what they should know about doing the magazine, about revising, and about the course. And again, for more details, just look at this page. So let me just conclude with a final comment. This actually I got from a handout that Katie Lewis made about reflection. Reflection shows a process of change. In reflection, we see not what has happened, but a reconfigured version. That is, at this vantage point, having almost finished the course, what do you see when you look back at the things you have created? You're breaking an experience into pieces and then you reassemble them into a new form. The reflection allows you to see what you've accomplished, and it demonstrates what you've accomplished to someone else. So, good luck with that reflection.